Hey guys, really, and what a surprise this was. I finally had time to talk about the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. It's a mouthful, we'll talk about the name, but that was so unexpected in the Sony State of Play, right? And I am amazed. Now, first of all, let me tell you, I am a huge Marvel Comics fan. Even before the MCU and all the animation and all that, Marvel Comics, I used to read the comics for a very long time, right? With Spider-Man, X-Men, Avengers. So I love Marvel, right? Of course, the MCU, most of it. And I always wanted like a Marvel fighting game. You know, Marvel vs. Capcom, it's fun. You know, I loved it back in the day. MVC, MVC2. MVC3 didn't play it much. But it's actually, I always wanted a fighting game where it's only Marvel, right? And we had the Marvel superheroes back in the day. I remember that was so much fun. I played it on the PlayStation. And finally, we have one, and it looks amazing. It's from Arc Systems, and I mean, you're watching it right now. We're watching the trailer. It was just a big surprise. So in this video, we're going to talk about my thoughts on this reveal, the crazy amount of Easter eggs in the stage is that we saw, as well as obviously the gameplay, because the gameplay is very unique. It's something that, you know, we've never seen before. Maybe we did if you are a King of Fighters fan and you played all the games. So we're gonna talk about that, but hey, just a quick reminder to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. Okie dokie. Alright, so Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls was announced at the PlayStation, the Sony State of Play, and it's by Arcsys. So this is a tag team versus game. It's a 2D fighting game, and the graphics are amazing. It's using a shader to make it look like anime, and it works, dude. It looks like animation, and it's just beautiful. Now, this is again, it pits Marvel characters against each other, and so far we have few characters that were revealed. So we have Captain America, we have Iron Man, and both of them have like a unique look. So this is a bit of like an anime, like Japanimation kind of look or version of these characters. We have Kamala Khan, which is very exciting. It's the first time we have Kamala Khan in a fighting game, obviously. We have Spider-Man, who looks awesome. He actually has the Ben Reilly, as you can see here. If you follow the comics, now this costume is very close to Ben Reilly. Ben Reilly is Peter Parker's clone. This was after the clone saga in the comic books in the mid-90s, and I used to love this costume. But it's probably almost 100% this is Peter Parker. But yeah, this is a beautiful design. I love it. I'm not sure about Iron Man, to be honest. Like, I think it looks awesome. But it's this, hold on. The V shape is what bothers me. Everything is fine, but the V thing on his head is not something I don't necessarily like. We have Star-Lord from the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he looks awesome. We have Ghost Rider, and this is the Robbie Reyes version. Not the same one that was playable in the Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So that's why he has his car rather than the motorcycle from that Johnny Blaze, the original Ghost Rider has. And we have Doctor Doom, and I am not surprised. Doctor Doom is a fan favorite, and there's a movie coming out next year called Doomsday, where Doom makes his appearance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this is absolutely, it makes sense that Doom is here, and he looks fantastic, by the way. Now let's talk a little bit about the oh dude, how did I forget that Storm from the X-Men is here, which gives me hope we're gonna see more X-Men. I want to see Wolverine, I want to see Cyclops and Phoenix, and dude, this is so exciting for the Marvel fan in me. Now in terms of gameplay, this is a tag team versus battle, and we have some information about how it works. So first of all, the big question that I had immediately when I saw this, I kept saying, oh, I hope, it's not a question, but I hope I hope that this game will have traditional motion input and not just kind of like some of the modern games where they, completely like 2x XKO, which I couldn't play. I didn't enjoy at all because there is no motion control and it's just basically easy controls. And I hate that. It's good to have it as an option, but don't force me to play that. But it was confirmed that this game has 2 modes. There's the traditional motion control, and there's the easy kind of like the modern style, which is great. I think that is awesome. Now, in terms of gameplay, there's a lot of questions. We don't know much, but what we know is very intriguing. It actually seems this is a tag team, right? But unlike Marvel vs. Capcom, where you basically have to use all the players, you can choose how many players you want to use. So basically, you have the option of just having one main character that you control and 3 characters as assists, because this is 4 versus 4, right? This is not 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4. Or you could play with all of them, just keep tagging out in and out. So you have a bit of options there. And yes, that this is unique in a modern game, but we've seen this before, specifically us KOF and SNK fans, and that is in the King of Fighters 2001. Yes, one of the least liked King of Fighters games had the option for you to choose how many main characters and how many strikers. You could have 1 main character and 3 strikers, or you could have 2 and 2. So this is not the first time we're seeing this, right? However, it does seem, and this is a new thing, is that you have 1 life bar. This is not going to, from what we understood, again, very early, it could be wrong, but it seems there's only 1 life bar. So it's not 1 life, it's basically one life bar, your main life bar ends, all your characters are defeated. So this is not something that, you can tag team and do some life meter management. From the looks of it, again, this is what we understood. We'll see how it goes. Stages, we have some really cool stages. We're going to talk about some of the amazing Easter eggs in them. But this is what we saw here. At a first glance, I thought these are 3 stages. There's New York, there's a park, Avengers Park, and then there's Hell's Kitchen. But actually, apparently this is just 1 stage. This is New York. And then you basically can go from 1 stage to the other. Kind of like reminds me of Guilty Gear, obviously. So there you go. You just go to the other part of the stage, right? Visually, I believe this is stunning. This has to be the best looking fighting game we've ever seen. Modern fighting game, okay? Because this looks almost like it's hand drawn. It isn't, but it almost looks like hand drawn. And I'm a big fan of this kind of graphics, and I really can't wait to see some of like Capcom going back to like this anime inspired Street Fighter games, or SNK. I would love to see that. Now let's talk a little bit about so we talked about the characters. The moves are not the same as Marvel vs. Capcom, obviously, because this is not a Capcom developed game. Some of the moves kind of look similar, but still very, very different. This is a brand new IP, guys. This is a brand new IP, and let's talk first about the Easter eggs here and try to. There's so many. Again, for Marvel fans, this is crazy. Let's see. This is the stage. Well, here's one already. Too fast. Let me look. All right, let's go back. And just okay, here you go. There's one here. That's Dazzler Disco Show. Now, Dazzler is an X-Men character. She's a mutant and has like sparkly powers that she does, and she does when she does a show, and she's a singer. That's the first one. The second thing is, well, you can see it here. J. Jonah Jameson, JJ Jameson, as you can see here, probably ranting about Spider-Man, Spider-Menace. You can see it in here, so it's pretty cool. That's the Daily Bugle, and he's just shouting at Spider-Man. Then we have more stuff. First of all, we have the Avengers Tower over here. We have the Roxxon, which is a prominent company in the Marvel universe, the Marvel comics. You have the Baxter Building, home of the Fantastic Four. And oops, you have something else here. You have the Daily Bugle, right? So that's J. Jonah Jameson's And hold on, what did we miss here? Oh, there's something else. There's Janet Van Dyne. You can see it in here, and you can see it in here. So like a brand. So Janet is the original Wasp, and she does have some sort in the comics, like was that clothing line or like some fashion thing, and in some of the parts of the comics. So they looks like a brand here. Janet again. It's over here. Janet. Kamala's powers. Obviously, these are her powers, and then Captain America has given a thumbs up before leaving the scene. Oh, there's also Oscorp in here. You know, the company owned by Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin. But graphically, just look at that, man. This is fantastic. Now, if you go to the other side, so this is Avenger, was it Campus? I don't know what this is, but you have the original designs of the Avengers, Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And then you have the A for the Avengers. I think this is Avengers Museum, is that what they're saying here, as you can see. I mean, you can feel the love and care. So something happened here in terms of gameplay. Look at that. So Robbie Reyes, the Ghost Rider comes in, right? So that's the assist. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. It went from here and goes here. That may be the control. That means you're going to be controlling Ghost Rider. He's the main character. Maybe that's what it means. And then, okay, we have the third part of the stage, and that's Hell's Kitchen. And so many things here. You have, hold on. You have Nelson and Murdoch. And then you even have Matt Murdock in here, Daredevil. So that maybe means he's not going to be playable. So Nelson and Murdoch, that's the law firm that Daredevil runs, or his alter ego. Matt Murdock. I don't know which is which. But yeah, it's Matt Murdock here watching. We have Fogwell's gym. That's also part of the Marvel universe. That's the gym where Daredevil trains. And it's a boxing gym. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. There's more here. There's so you can see Hell's Kitchen, dude. I love Doctor Doom. He's just so menacing. This is Damage Control in here. Damage Control is a company in the Marvel universe that actually comes in and takes care of the damage done after like some, super hero battles and super villain attacks. And then you have the serpent, and I'm not sure, I can't see it. What serpent is this? The Midgard serpent, or what is it is exactly? I'm not sure, to be honest. I probably have missed some because this is just too much. There's something here. It's a graffiti. Let's see, try to understand what it says. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. And Fear, this was Fear the Champion. I don't know what champion we're talking about. So I don't know what that demon is. That serpent. Is it the Midgard serpent? It's not Shuma Gorath. So I'm not sure who that is yet. Storm looks fantastic. But yeah, this is just an example of the crazy amount of lore that we just saw here just in these stages. But the game looks fantastic, coming out in 2026. Cannot wait to play it. Cannot wait to learn more about the cast and how many characters we're gonna have. This is the level 3 supers probably. They look fantastic, dude. Doom launching the Doom bots is looking fantastic. Great job from Arcsys and Marvel Games. This is what fans want. I am happy to go in this route. I'm not sure about the name though. The Tokon Fighting Souls is, I don't know. I don't know about the name. Marvel Fighting Souls may be better than Tokon. Why is it Tokon? It's just a bit. So there's another stage, I think. Is that a training stage or something? I don't know what this is. Let's see if I can. I don't know what this is. I don't know. It's probably another universe here that people spectating. And I don't know what this is, but this seems like maybe probably part of the story. This seems like another universe, I guess. And maybe this is the entrance when you fight 4 versus 4. That's how it starts. coming 2026. It is by the PlayStation Studios, so it's not coming on Xbox. It's not going to come on the Xbox. It's going to be on the PlayStation as well as on PC, man. PC, dude, like PC is awesome. Yeah, so what do you guys think about Marvel Fighting Souls? Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls? Leave me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.